Hey there, Bobcats. This is a tutorial video on Bass Unit Final, an assignment in BandLab. This is our fourth and final assignment about bass in our unit on bass here, so we're just gonna get one final chance to write a song featuring the bass, put together all the tricks we've been using for a bass writing, so let's check out the must-do. Today concludes our 2-week unit into bass writing. Write one final bass song, putting together the strategies from past assignments. Your song is going to have 3 tracks. Track 1, drum machine. Include A and B pattern. Try to only use 10 to 15 hits per pattern. Change your tempo, your instrument, and add some reverb. Track 2 is bass. Choose an instrument with octave 1 or 2. Use a set of 5 notes to record your bass line. Consider matching your bass to your drum machine. Try using slow notes like a drone. Track 3 is your melody track. Choose an instrument with an octave 4 or higher. Use the same set of 5 notes as before to record your melody. And check out our should do and aspire to do today. Should do, you should write a second mini song after your first song that uses a C and a D of the drum pattern. Kind of like you're starting a new song again with a new C and D pattern. Add this 8-bar song to the end of your first. Have a bass and melody track all the same that use the same 5 notes as before. Maybe you want to add different instruments this time. And aspire to do is adding another song afterwards, a third 8-bar song using the E and F patterns, using all the same rules as before. Once you're ready, go on and click on Start Assignment. Always choose Teacher's Assignment. We're going to start off with the drum machine here in our mix editor. Remember, you can toggle the assignment brief on or off by clicking on Assignment Brief down here on the bottom. The first thing we're going to do is work out our drum pattern. I always recommend coming in and doing a 2-finger click anywhere on the drum rack to make sure that you have a cleared pattern starting with a blank drum grid. I'm going to recommend that at this point you go ahead and pause your video to work out your drums. Alright, let's get back together and let's start moving on from our drums. You should have had your drum part programmed. We're going to go on and move to the second part of the assignment, which is our bass track. We're going to record a bass part. We're going to use a 5-note set. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Track, get an instrument out, and figure out what my bass part's going to be this time. I think I'm going to go ahead and experiment with using the voices this time. I'm going to experiment with what voices can go down low. I know the Wailer synth can get down low. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this as my bass instrument. You could and should have your bass part match one of your drum hits. I think I'm going to try to experiment with my bass matching my red dots here. They kind of happen frequently. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 dot 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 dot. Kind of happening frequently. I'll be kind of doing some kind of short notes to match that part of my drums. So check it out. I'm actually going to make sure my Wailer synth is down here at octave 2. Here we go. that is my bass part. I'm going to recommend that at this point you pause this video and work out your bass part. Let's get back together now and finalize our song. We're going to go ahead and add a third and final track. It's another instrument. This is going to be our melody instrument. Remember, your melody has to be something that can play up in a high octave. The highest octave you can play at is 6. So I'm kind of hoping to find an instrument that can play up there at 5 or 6 in the higher parts of the registry. Yeah, maybe I'll use the 80s square lead here. Maybe on about octave 4 or so. Let's go ahead and record that. I'm going to use the same 5-note group as before. I was using, again, the pentatonic scale, the black keys. I'm going to go ahead and record a little something using those keys. There you have it. That is my melody part, my bass part, and my drum part. At this point, I'm going to recommend you pause the video and work out your melody.